evening, everyone. Welcome back to He Lived. Today we find our word in the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 11 through 13. And it says, "But when the king came to see the guests, he noticed a man there who was not wearing the wedding clothes. 'Friend,' he asked, 'how did you get in here without wearing the wedding clothes?' The man was speechless. Then the king told the attendants, 'Tie him hand and foot and throw him outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.'" Have you ever been someplace that you didn't feel like you quite belong? It happened to me last week. I was at a place that I thought I belonged. I went to work and I approached the gate and I forgot my badge. And it's early morning. There's a line of 6 or 7 cars behind me, and here I am trying to get in and I can't get in. So I'm calling security and they're like, "Do you work here?" I'm like, "Of course I work here." "Well, we can't open the door for you." I'm like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Well, you can see me in the cameras and I'll tell you my ID number, my name." It's like, and after going back and forth, finally they decided to open the door for me. But before then, one of the cars behind me, the driver came on and said, "Sir, you might have to move over because we're trying to get in." And that really made me upset. Here I am at work. I do work here, I do belong here, but because I didn't have the proper attire, I could not get in. And I was thought of someone that was trespassing that did not belong here. And as I think about that and I see the story of this guy who we don't know how he got into this wedding and whether he snuck in and he just kind of went through, along with everyone that was going through there. But obviously he did not belong. And a little backdrop to that story is that it was an invitation handed out, and maybe he didn't get his invitation, maybe he got the invitation and didn't respond, or maybe he had no interest in going until he saw the actual event happening. So this invitation is one that's given to us every day. We're given an invitation by God to enter His kingdom. He has a great banquet, a great wedding, a great party awaiting us. He has great attire, and all we have to do is say yes. All we have to do is, I accept this invitation and I will be there. And what about those who don't accept that invitation? They won't have the attire, they won't have the proper badge, and they won't have the proper access to that party. And if they do somehow sneak in there, they'll be thrown out. So I encourage you to accept God's invitation daily. Daily, He invites you to confess your sins, to just draw closer to Him, get into His Word, and get to know Him better. So with that, good night, and see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah.